My name's Yuma Fujimoto. I'm an editor working for a major publishing house, Lovekoi Publishing. The publishing industry is in the midst of a recession, but everyone's trying desperately not to give up hope. Fujimoto-kun, I'd like to leave the project on the new book to you. Can you do it? Yes, I'll do it. I'm in the midst of a struggle to create a new hit. It's been a long time since books sold well, but there's still a lot we can do. Sometime later, when I went to the restroom in between jobs... Hey you! Clean up the garbage here quickly!
What? But I haven't finished cleaning yet.
What? You should speak more clearly! When I entered the restroom, I saw Kuroda-san, a senpai, yelling at a young cleaning lady. As I recall, she was a newcomer and had recently been assigned as a cleaner for her company. A gloomy woman cleaning toilets? You're too bottom-feeding. That's too rude. What, Fujimoto? You're taking her side? That's not the point, is it? You simply shouldn't talk that way to anybody. Heh, you're as naive as ever. Well, whatever. After Kuroda-san left, I talked to her. Are you okay? He's always like that, so don't worry about it.
No, I'm actually clumsy, so it's my fault. Thank you.
I'm an employee here. My name is Fujimoto. If you have any problems, please feel free to tell me.
Oh, thank you. I'm Shiori Yamamoto. Pleased to meet you.
After bowing, she quickly packed up her cleaning supplies and was about to walk away. But... How did that happen? She loses her balance and falls over. With the force of the fall, she got stuck in the bucket. Oh, whoa! Are you okay?
My butt! Oh, my butt!
After that, I rescued her from the bucket, and her butt survived. Hey, it was a disaster the other day, wasn't it? Were you hurt? A few days later, I run into her again in the break room. Apparently, she was reading a book alone.
Oh, yes. Thanks to you, I was fine. Thank you very much.
No need to thank me. Oh, you like books, huh?
Huh? Yes, I do. I've always liked to read a lot.
I see. I've always liked reading too. I was the head of the literature club when I was in school.
Oh, I see. I thought you're the type of guy who hung out with a bunch of girls all the time.
What? Do I look that flirty? Anyway, what genres do you like?
I like mysteries and world literature. For Japanese literature, I like Chokichi Kurumaya.
Whoa, that's quite unique. And so we hit it off and became friends. Even a young woman like her still loved literature. Just knowing that made me happy as an editor. Since then, I was busy preparing for an event for the new book. This time, I'm in charge of a new book by a popular author, Toru Sumidagawa-sensei. Since they keep their identity secret, even their gender is unknown. They've published books with their publishing company in the past, but this time they're particularly enthusiastic about it. That's great! By the way, who's in contact with Sumidagawa-sensei? Me. Sensei only wants to communicate with a selected few, like myself and the president. Is that so? Okay, well, I'm off to bookstores to sell Sensei's new book. Thus, I started going to various bookstores to sell Sumidagawa-sensei's new book. However, recently, many of my favorite bookstores are closing one after another. An online store is taking over.
I understand that Sumidagawa-sensei is popular, but the novels themselves are not selling anymore, you know.
I see. It's a tough world, isn't it?
Well, ebooks are the mainstream these days. For paperbacks, mainly self-help books are selling.
That's true. But as for us, we're hoping to somehow increase sales of good novels. After talking to the manager, I walked out of the store and there he was, Kuroda-san. Heh, you're working hard, huh? Kuroda-san? What are you doing here? I had a lot of business to attend to around here, so I thought I'd check up on you. I don't know what he's thinking, but I thanked him anyway. Well, thank you very much. Listen, Fujimoto, no matter how hard you work, your efforts won't be rewarded if the industry as a whole is in the doldrums. Okay. This is my 2 cents. It's important to observe your environment and sometimes switch over to a different boat. What is that supposed to mean? Well, you try to think on your own. Well, I've got some business to attend to. See ya. Kuroda-san leaves. I didn't really understand what he wanted to do with me. Indeed, this industry is in a recession. Frankly, all the bookstores seem to be in a difficult situation. Sumidagawa-sensei, huh? Can't they do an autograph session or something at our store? We've proposed to them about it, but they don't like to come out in the public, so... I see. Well, we can't force them to do it. Well, I'm sorry, but keep up the good work. I continued to run around to bookstores and managed to secure space to promote Sensei's new book. And when I returned to the office, Yamamoto-san was getting harassed in the corridor. Hey, gloomy women! If you bump into me again, I won't forgive you!
So, sorry.
Oh, my precious documents got soiled! What are you gonna do about it? Hey! All you have to do is just print out the documents again. Heh! It's you, huh? Anyway, I'm busy, so don't disturb me. After Kuroda-san left, I called out to Yamamoto-san. Sorry about what my senpai did to you.
Oh, please, you don't have to apologize.
But still, that was terrible. That attitude is just too much to overlook.
It can't be helped. It's my fault that I'm clumsy.
She slumps her shoulders saying so. But no matter how you look at it, there's something weird about Kuroda-san's attitude toward Yamamoto-san. Don't worry, I'll clean up the mess here.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
While cleaning up the scattered documents, I noticed an unfamiliar manuscript among them. Huh? What's this? It looks like a handwritten novel.
Oh, that's my writing. It got mixed up with other documents when I bumped into him.
Oh, you write novels? Amazing!
No, this is just a hobby.
Still, I think it's a big deal. May I read it if you don't mind?
Oh, no, you can't. Please don't. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to force you.
No, I'm sorry too. Well, I have the next task to finish, so if you'll excuse me.
Well, that said, she tried to leave the place as quickly as she could.
Ow!
How did that happen? Why is there a banana peel in such a place? After that, I rescued her from the bucket again. And then we found out that she and I were going home in the same direction, so we decided to go home together until we reached a midway point. By the way, why do you work for a company?
I love paper books, and I wanted to do something to contribute, even if it's just a little.
I see. I'm happy you feel that way. Thank you.
No, it's nothing to be thanked for.
People say a lot of things these days about how no one reads books anymore, but I don't think that's true. It's not realistic to think that paperbacks will disappear. They have the feel and look that ebooks don't have.
I agree.
And, you know, I think there are definitely times when you suddenly want to get away from your phone and read a paperback.
Totally. Especially when you are on a trip, reading a book gives you a different feeling than usual, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
It's fun talking with you.
And then, I realized I was talking too passionately and had missed my stop. Oh, I missed my station. I talked too much, didn't I?
No, it was very interesting. I'd love to hear more.
Well, I'm glad you said that, but it's getting late, so I guess that's it for today.
I guess so. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see ya. And about a few weeks after that, I came to work and there was trouble in the office. Hey, why do you have this? You plagiarized it, didn't you? Be honest.
No, sir. I wrote this.
Bullshit! Then how come Sumidagawa-sensei's manuscript and yours are exactly the same? Apparently, Yamamoto-san left her original novel in the break room, and the content of her novel was very similar to that of Sumidagawa-sensei's unpublished manuscript, which is kept in her office. Wait a minute, let's talk about that in detail later, so please, calm down first. Shut up! She's the one who's been plagiarizing.
It's true, though, that they look too similar. No, it's really a misunderstanding. Please, believe me.
Everyone, please calm down. I'll take care of this matter. But Kuroda-san, riding high on momentum, would not stop. Hey, Fujimoto, do you really think you can keep such a thief in our company? You'll get fired too. She's not the kind of person who would do such a thing. Fujimoto, if you cover for her anymore, we'll consider you an accomplice too, okay? Ugh. I didn't know why things turned out this way. I stood there in a daze, unable to say anything back. But just then, the editor-in-chief came back. That's enough. What are you doing? Boss! It's a simple story. This woman leaked her confidential information. Oh, I see. I know exactly what's going on. Now, please get rid of this woman as soon as possible. When Kuroda-san said so, the editor-in-chief let out a deep sigh and then said, I'm afraid I can't give you what you want. What are you talking about? We are the victims here, you know? This is no time to joke around. Who's the one joking around? Do you have any idea who she is? Huh? She's just a lowly janitor. You idiot! She's the popular author, Toru Sumidagawa-sensei herself! Upon hearing that, everyone shouted in astonishment. What? Sumidagawa-sensei? What? This dull woman? Is Toru Sumidagawa-sensei? Wasn't he a man? It's true that Toru is a name used for both men and women. It seems Kuroda-san assumed it's a man. That's why he didn't even have the slightest doubt that Yamamoto-san is just a janitor.
I've been keeping it a secret, but it's been found out, huh?
I'm sorry for causing you trouble, Sensei.
No, I'm at fault too.
Well, who'd have thought that a popular author would be working as a janitor? I'm actually quite confused too. Just... whoa! And then, Kuroda-san's attitude changed completely. I am very sorry about this. I didn't realize you were Sumidagawa-sensei. Please forgive my numerous rudeness. Seeing Kuroda-san bowing down, the other colleagues also apologized to her one after another. It seemed as if Yamamoto-san would forgive everyone, but...
Kuroda-san, was it? Actually, there's something I've been thinking about you for a while.
Her face is filled with quiet anger as she says this. And the next moment, she says something outrageous.
Let me take this opportunity to tell you. You have been cheating behind the company's back for some time, haven't you?
The office began to buzz at her words. Then, Kuroda-san desperately retorts. Oh no! That must be some kind of a misunderstanding! There's no way I would do such a thing!
Are you trying to play dumb? If so, I'll prove it to you as much as you want.
Saying that, she took out a file from her bag. When she opened it, there were discarded memos and scraps of documents in an organized manner. Sensei, what is that?
These are all things I found and collected during my cleaning. Do you have any idea what they are?
When I took a closer look at them, I found someone's phone number, schedules and whatnot scribbled on it. And the moment he saw them, Kuroda-san's face turned pale and he started shaking. That's all the stuff I wrote and threw away! Why is this woman collecting all these? And that's when Yamamoto-san's raging accusations began.
When I was cleaning the area around Kuroda-san's desk, I found a certain business card on the floor.
A business card?
Yes, a business card. When I reported it to Kuroda-san, his attitude suddenly changed and he started harassing me.
That's not true. Isn't it your misunderstanding? I didn't do such a thing!
I am a mystery writer myself, so I've got good intuition about these things. So, I've been investigating you ever since.
After saying that much, Yamamoto-san thrusts the file at Kuroda-san again with a fearless smile.
The documents you threw away, the notes with phone numbers, the scribbled fragments about someone's schedules. What do you think will show up if we connect all of these in chronological order? We can clearly see that you were having secret meetings with our competitors.
In other words, he was persistently harassing Yamamoto-san, who might have found out about that, so that she would quit. Her guess, though not yet confirmed, seemed to have a point, and Kuroda-san was clearly upset. Wait a minute!
I won't wait. Now, here's the important question. Why did you do this?
Saying this, Yamamoto-san gives a cold smile. Kuroda-san has a tough opponent. Kuroda-kun, can you explain in detail what this is all about?
No, this is, well...
Subsequently, after detailed internal investigation, Kuroda-san was fired on disciplinary grounds. The damage from the leakage of information and other misconduct was greater than imagined, and he was taken away by the police.
The motive seems to be self-preservation. It seems he wanted to create a pipeline to other companies by leaking this company's information.
I didn't realize that. By the way, Yamamoto-san, hasn't your personality changed?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to act like a great detective in a novel, so...
Thus, thanks to Sumidagawa-sensei's great efforts, our company escaped a crisis. After the incident, Yamamoto-san and I were at a cafe in the office building. I'm still surprised that you were Sumidagawa-sensei.
I'm sorry for hiding it.
But why were you working as a janitor? If you're a successful writer, you don't have to do that, right?
Well, I started out doing it to get inspiration for my next book.
Oh, you're already thinking about your next book? What's it about?
Well, the heroine is a regular janitor and she meets a certain guy. He is an editor of a major publishing company, and she meets him and falls in love with him.
Huh? Could it be a novel based on this incident? If so, that man would be...
Wow, I'm sorry. Please forget what I said. I just remembered something I have to do, so... Bye!
Yamamoto-san then tries to run away from me, but hits a nearby shelf. And just like that, the bucket on the shelf fell down on her.
I can't see anything!
Well, stay tuned for Toru Sumidagawa-sensei's next book!
Who are you talking to? Please help me quickly!
By the way, Kuroda-san has been sued by our company for a large amount of damages and went bankrupt. His misdeeds became widely known in the publishing industry, and it seems that he was never able to return to the industry again. Now that he's lost his social status and assets, I heard he's working as a janitor somewhere.
Damn! Why do I have to do this kind of a job?
Misdeeds and wrongdoings eventually come back to haunt you. He probably knows that better than anyone else after that incident.